everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we are doing another Hour of Devastation Amonkhet Intermediate Swiss Draft League. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Amit Eternal is the rare zombie crocodile demon. Amazing creature type. Afflict 3, 5/5 for 3, and then whenever they cast a spell, you put a -1/-1 counter, but if it deals combat damage to a player, you remove all the -1/-1 counters. This card's great. Taking it over Lethal Sting, Sandblast, Angel, Devotee, Dauntless Haven. Seems good to me. What is next? Ooh. Raminap Excavator. I actually really like this card a lot. We also have If Near Deadlands and Open Fire. Jeez. And Ronus' Stalwart. Well, the thing is, green-black does lend itself well here. Excavator is actually really good. It turns all your deserts into basically cantrip lands, and then goes infinite with Evolving Wilds. I actually really like this card. I'm pretty tempted to take it, especially since it's a rare. Although I'm taking it over like Open Fire, which is really good removal. But I really like this card. This is tough, especially since I feel like Amit Eternal is more of a green-black card in general. Because you're going to find green cards that can, like, remove -1/-1 counters, too. This is tough. I really want to take the Excavator. I mean, there's also just straight-up Unraveling Mummy, which is bomb with a zombie. Man, this pack has, like, everything cool in it. I'm going to take the Mummy, actually. I think this is the best card for the archetype, the zombie archetype. For its archetype, it's the best card, I think. Could I be wrong? Possibly. Especially given that this pack has a bunch of insane green cards. And no good white or zombies. And yes, I'm including Moaning Wall, which is not a good zombie. I guess I could take the Aven. Best card in the pack. Probably Stalwart, actually. Appeal to Authority is fantastic, too. I like Quarry Beetle. Feral Prowler is good. I think we'll take the Stalwart. I guess Steadfast Sentinel... So it's way too early to take that. I want to make the Mummy. I want to make the zombie plan work, but even if Enduring Hope is a good card, but it really doesn't fit in, we'll take the Stalwart. Let's take the best cards for now. We're trying to figure out what we're doing here. So another kind of crappy zombie. Leave to chance. Ugh. Could take the Naga. Solitary Camel. Ugh. I'm grossed out by this pack. I'm not seeing anything I like. Guess I could go Naga. It can beat down. Green-black is still a thing. I mean, I don't want to take Scrounger here. I like the card, but I just don't want to take it right now. I like the Wall of Forgotten Pharaoh. Ugh. I don't like this. Desert. I can. Ruin Rat has Death Touch, though, which is actually pretty good. I think this card's actually pretty good. It blocks extremely well. Alright, we'll take the Rat over the Desert. I mean, I want to be black pretty badly. Let's see. So we have Dutiful Servants. I think we can take the Desert now. Dauntless Haven is in here, which is good with Exert. Dutiful Servants is pretty bad, even if you're in zombies. And Steadfast Sentinel is playable. Could take the Wretched Camel. It is a zombie. It is. Fairly unexciting one. It's okay. I'm going to take the Desert. Okay, we can take the Green Desert now, but I might actually like the Feral Prowler more. I actually really like Feral Prowler. I think it's great. Share with Eyes Open, another Steadfast Sentinel, Survivor's Encampment. Ugh, I'm going to take the Feral Prowler. I've been pretty impressed with this card. This card plays a lot better than it looks. Frilled Sandwalla over Dune Diviner. Yeah, another Share with Eyes Open. Well, we can take another Desert. We could take the Zombie. The Zombie works better if we're in the black-white. I'm not really keen on going Zombie if we're green-black, and it feels like green-black's more likely. And I don't think Rotting Bone Slasher is particularly good in just straight green-black. I'll take the Desert here. I think up 3 mana 3/3 is pretty good, but I do want to be able to block. I don't know. Alright, we'll take the camel over the Beneath the Sands. I mean, we have a couple deserts already, so it kind of makes sense having value 2 drops. That's a late Feral Prowler. Good sign for green. Honestly, I think Feral Prowler going that late is an actual good sign. This card is very playable 2-drop. I even hate 1/3s in this format, but Feral Prowler is really that good. It's just an annoying 2-drop. God, I don't care about any of these. I guess, honestly, Moaning Wall seems almost completely unplayable to me. I don't even care that it has cycling. It's just so seldom would I ever want a 0/5 do nothing. So it does seem as though we're gonna end up green-black, probably. Well, it's a late Solitary Camel. I guess I'll keep the option on the table. Well, alright, second to last pick zombie. Alright. I'm still willing to explore white-black zombies, but I mean, technically we do have a good amount. Ooh. Alright, well, probably just taking an Hour of Glory here over a Tormented Venom. Tormented Venom is an extremely good card, but I guess we take removal that deals with anything. It does exile as well. So we're taking it over the desert, we're taking it over the Tormented Venom, we're taking over the Ritualist, the right. Yep, seems good to me. So now we have Green Desert, we have Dune Diviner, we have Rampaging Hippo, we have Ruin Rat, we have Feral Prowler, we have some white playable cards. This is worth 80 cents. Let's see. Our removal is pretty much non-existent, is that right? No, I guess we have the Hour of Glory, but that's it. It's not great. I don't really like the Disposal Mummy. Could take the Hippo. LSV was kind of high on this card. It's a nice finisher. You can never really have enough 2-drops, but I guess it's a pretty good finisher. And it cycles early if you need it to. Otherwise, it's a 6 mana 5/6 trample, which can't be bad. Another desert in here. The Ruin Rat. Probably wheel a Prowler again if we wheeled it the first time, I suppose. Let's just take the Hippo, I guess. Get a finisher that cycles. I'm okay with that. Usually I'm not worried about getting finishers, though. Alright. People have been asking me to play the Sifter Worm. God, but there's a Banewhip Punisher in here. Are you kidding me, guys? Come on. People keep getting upset I don't take this card, and then it's in the same pack as a card that's just like a great removal spell. This is a 4 mana kill anything. Come on. I have to take the 4 mana kill anything. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize that I'm taking over this 7 mana 7/7 trample that scries 3 and gains some life. I know you guys are obsessed and love this card, but come on. Can you at least acknowledge that Banewhip Punisher is great? Please? I'm begging you. Another Naga. We already have a couple deserts. I guess that makes sense. I don't want to play the Survivor anyway. Let's just commit to the green. I wanted to pretend like we could make a stupid zombie deck work. I just don't think it's going to happen. So we'll take the Naga now. Over another Open Fire? Jeez. If we wheel these Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs, I'll play them. But Naga is certainly fine if you got the deserts. So we got a Screecher. We got a Struggle to Survive. We got the desert, a Harrier Naga, Hippo. We could take the Naga, we could take the desert, and then we're done with deserts. Once we take this one, we're good. We don't need any more, and we have all the ammo we need for our Wretched Camel and our 2 Nagas. Or we take a 3 mana 3/3 or a 6 mana 5/6 that cycles. I'm going to take the desert. Alright, now I can take the Sharpshooter or a Rat or a Sandwalla. So, Sharpshooter's pretty good. I like that the Rat's got Death Touch. But we already have one, I guess. Don't really need... I think we'll take the Sharpshooter. Can get a desert here, I guess, too. Alright. I don't mind playing 4. Because you can play 17 lands with... Yeah. You can absolutely... I love that the more cycle deserts you get, the more that you can totally just play 17 lands and not feel bad about it. Alright, we can take the Ritualist here. Otherwise, we have Claim to Fame. Yeah, it's alright. I'll take the Ritualist. Okay, do I want to splash? You can totally splash this card. I mean, how often are you going to be able to use it more than once per turn? Otherwise, I'm taking another Ritualist. We'll take the Hoopy. Hoopy. You make me hoopy. I guess we can take Dune Diviner if we have 4 deserts already. God, that's a Lato Catcher's Avenger. That's ridiculous. Alright, Hippo number 2 over Sharpshooter because it cycles. I think that might be right. I actually don't know. I'm going to take the Hippo, though, presuming that the cycle makes it better. We're going to pass these. Alright, it's third to last pick Naga. That's ridiculous. Alright, we're going to take the Survivor to cut black and full art land. Alright, so we're getting there. We are getting there. This deck actually needs more removal. All we have is a Punisher and an Hour of Glory, which is good removal, but I want better. Okay, good cards in here. Irrigated Farmland, Trial of Solidarity. I guess I'm getting a little bit more up on this card. I still don't like it, though. Bitterblade Warrior. I think we got to take the Cartouche. Our deck needs more removal. We have pretty good bodies for it. Like, even a 2/4 is a pretty good fight body. A Stalwart being a 3/3 and then fight with it, make it a fight as a 4/4. That's pretty good. Hippos, obviously. The Ritualist is good. The Sharpshooter. The Naga. Yeah. These ones not so much, actually. But Ammon Eternal even is a good... Yeah, we got to take the Cartouche here. We need some removal. Okay, we actually have a choice here. Grim Strider is a great card. Deceptively good. Otherwise, it's Wander in Death, which is great value with what we've got already. Like, even bringing back like a Prowler and a Hippo would be great, especially if you cycle this, get it back later. Bitterblade Warrior is a solid 2-drop. Hooded Brawler I probably like more than the Warrior, just because it just beats in. It just beats down so hard. And I don't really want to play Doom Diviner anyway, even though it does kind of work in the quad desert deck. It's also Greater Sandworm, but I think we're going to wheel something we want here, honestly. I already have some pretty good value cards. I'm not sure that I need to take the Wander in Death right now. Like, I might wheel it, like I said. I'm going to take the Brawler. I've got a soft spot for this card. This card beats down really hard. So there's Evolving Wilds, Supernatural Stamina, Blighted Bat. If I take the Evolving Wilds, we can splash the Hoopy. Yeah, we can. I guess I'm going to get enough playables. I'll probably just take the Evolving Wilds over Stamina and Bat. Probably wheel it anyway. I guess that's a lot of tap lands, though, isn't it? It probably doesn't matter. Honestly, we could probably even play 18 lands and be fine. I'm not going to play 18 lands, but I'm just saying we could if I wanted. Here we might just take Colossopede. I guess it's a decent 5-drop. Don't really need a Nest of Scarabs, although it's kind of cool with... your Ammon Eternal, I guess. Another Trial of Solidarity, jeez. We're going to take the Colossopede, though, I think. Pretty good. Baleflamet's fantastic. We're taking that over Companion and Mummy. I love Baleflamet. Just a really strong card. Really good. I mean, I guess we can take the Giant Spider just in case I need it. Actually, maybe I just take the Mummy. Mummy's been really good for me, too. We probably have enough finishers now with Double Hippo, Ammon Eternal, Sharpshooter, Colossopede. Our deck needs some removal. I like that Festering Mummy is good early, and it's actually good with the -1/-1 counter cards, too. If you need to kill something in a pinch, it can. So I guess Shed Weakness works well with Ammon Eternal and Baleflamet. And I guess Banewit Punisher, maybe? No, I guess not. That's like it, though. It's not great, but we're so removal light that I probably just want a Combat Trick over a Bat and a Mummy. Alright. So this is our deck until we upgrade. Bitterblade Warrior. We have Quarry Hauler, too. Can remove counters from this. Can remove a counter from this. Can add counters with this. It's pretty good. Bitterblade Warrior is just a solid 2-drop beater, but Quarry Hauler does actually look pretty decent in this deck. And it adds counters with this, so it has synergy with 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I guess that's not enough where I probably just want to take it over a really solid 2-drop in Bitterblade Warrior. Alright, maybe we're not splashing Hoopy. I don't know yet. Sun-Scorched Desert, don't need it. Take the Scorpion, it's playable, but might not make the deck. Greater Sandworm is, well... I think we actually have enough fat where I'll just take the Wander in Death and be happy about it. I actually think we do want to jam Wander in Death in here, too. It's one of those cards that just takes the game over if you're at a certain spot. Supernatural Stamina, I'm glad we wheeled. I want to try and play that. Like, we have a million creatures in here. Guess I'll take the Nest of Scarabs, but I don't think it's happening. It's cool, though. Giant Spider, sure. Alright. So, just got to cut our weakest creatures. You know, our deck surprisingly is full of good creatures. Yeah, this is actually insane how many good creatures we have. I guess we don't need to do the Hoopy, which probably means we don't have to do the Evolving Wilds because we already have 4 Enter the Battlefield tap lands, which makes me less keen on Evolving Wilds. I'd prefer not to have 5 Enter the Battlefield tapped, and I just don't feel as though we need to splash Hoopy. Like, it's cool. I'm glad that we could with Evolving Wilds and Ritualist, but honestly, I kind of want to cut the Ritualist. I feel like we don't need it. It's not ramping to anything. I guess it kind of ramps to Hippo, but I'm not really feeling it. Like, it just seems so much easier to cut these two. Like, I don't want to cut any of my tricks either, by the way, because between Shed Weakness, Stamina, Cartouche, and Hour of Glory, we have no removal. Well, I guess we got the Punisher too, but yeah. So would I rather run a Ruin Rat or a Scorpion? Probably the Rat, I guess, because it's cheaper, but the Scorpion you can put a counter on. But we basically just have a Baleful Amulet that puts a counter on, so I don't really care about that either. Yeah. Alright. Let's cut the Scorpion. And then we just have to cut one more. Because like I said, the fact that we have quad Cycle Desert means we can easily get away with 23. Maybe I cut the Ruin Rat too. Actually, maybe I cut the Camel, but we have quad Desert for Camel. Like, this is going to get us value. Jeez. Maybe I do cut the Rat. It's certainly not that Rat's bad, because Rat is not bad. But oh, it works well with Stamina too. Huh. I could cut the Camel, but actually Camel works well with Stamina too. Die, discard, comes back. Die again, discard. I really want to play Wandering Death in here too. We have some great creatures. I don't want to cut Feral Prowler. Not willing to. Could cut like a Festering Mummy. I almost feel as though Mummy's better than Rat, believe it or not, but maybe that's wrong. That's tough. The reason I say that is sometimes it just deals with multiple things. Sometimes it deals with flyers that you ordinarily couldn't deal with. Difficult. Very difficult. We have too many deserts to cut Camel, I feel like. Honestly, I feel like cutting the Rat, the Ruin Rat. I don't know if that's right. I like this card. It's got Death Touch. We're cutting all of our Death Touchers. I just feel like we don't need them, but... And this works well with this, too. Jeez. I'm going to cut the Ruin Rat. I honestly don't know if this is right. I just like everything we have more. That's tough. Alright. So we have more green than black. We're probably... And we're not running Evolving Wilds because we already have 4 Into the Battlefield tapped. And I want to hit. I want to curve out. So, I guess that means 9, 8. I think we can actually get away with 10, 7. Yeah, I think 10, 7 actually makes more sense. I think. Maybe not because we have the... That's tough. 10, 7 or 9, 8. We do have actual double green, plus we have like twice as much green. I don't know, 10, 7 does feel more right, but 10, 7 is awkward because our 3 of our lesser color are cycle lands. That is difficult. I don't know. 9, 8? 9, 8 seems wrong. I'm going to do 10, 7. I think it is actually right. We have significantly more green than black, and we have double green necessity. It's a little weird. Our deck's cool, though. Let's try out the Hippos, because I've been down on this card, but I watched LSV jam them, and he said he was kind of up on them because they have cycling, and they're good finishers that cycle early. It's cool. And they're a mana cheaper than Greater Sandworm, too, which is significant. So it's like same cycle cost as Greater Sandworm, but a mana cheaper to jam. Granted, they're not quite as good in combat, but 5/6 trample is definitely a house. So I like it. All right, cool deck. We've got the finishers. We ended up with enough removal, surprisingly. We have the combat tricks. We have plenty of creatures. Interesting deck, nonetheless. So we'll run it like this. We'll see you round one.